Okay, guys. Now, last night, we just did Alfredo's question. And in Alfredo's question from the homework last night, we had to estimate because the intersection point didn't fall on a nice whole number grid, right? So we had to estimate. And I was saying yesterday, that's what's great about what we learned today is that we don't estimate. The math leads us right to the exact answer every time. Every time. Now, I'm going to explain the easiest way to do this. It may not be the fastest when we're doing the substitution method, but it is the easiest. Okay? We'll talk about other ways in a bit, but you can always use this way. All right? Now, this one they've given us two equations. We could graph them, okay? But we're not going to. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to put both of them in function form. Step one, put them in function form. All right, I'll deal with the red one first. Subtract x, and I get y is equal to negative x plus 15. That's in function form. Now, I'm going to go to the blue. I'm going to subtract 4x, and I'm going to get 3y is equal to negative 4x plus 38. And then I'm going to divide everything by 3. And I'm going to get y is equal to negative 4/3 x plus 38 over 3. Sorry, guys. Maybe, it's the easiest to remember. Okay? Now, y equals this, and y equals this. That means that these two things have to equal each other. So then we're going to set up an equation where x plus 15 is equal to negative 4/3 x plus, negative x. You're right. 38 over 3. Now, what's the first thing I'd want to do to solve this thing? To make it easy for myself. What's the first thing I want to do, Edwin?
Take denominator.
There you go, denominator. It'll come out. Just give it a chance. Okay? You know what? Rather than doing that, let's multiply everything by 3 to get rid of the denominator. I mean, that's what you're saying. So I'm going to multiply this side by 3, and I'm going to multiply this side by 3. Okay? This is going to give me negative 3x plus 45 is equal to, the 3 cancels when you multiply in there, negative 4x plus 38. Get your x's together. I'm going to add 4x to both sides. That's going to give me x plus 45 is equal to 38. I'm going to subtract 45. X equals negative 7. That's the x for the intersection point. How do I find the y? Arjun?
Just plug it into one of the first equations.
Plug it into one of these two equations. I got two equations up here that say y equals something. I'm going to choose the easiest, and that looks like the red one. Would you agree?
Yeah.
And x equals negative 7. Okay? So look, I'm going to draw a line over here to give myself just a little bit of space. Y equals negative, parentheses, plus 15. And we'll remember that our answer was negative 7 for x. I put negative 7 in there, so that's y equals positive 7 plus 15. Y equals 22. So my point, Max, is x equals negative 7, 22. I don't want to try and find that point graphing. That's a big graph that I've got to use. And that's a lot of graph paper to find that intersection point. That's easy. Is that easy?
Yeah.
Done. Now, let me say something. Some teachers, and they would be right, would say, and I'm going to erase this just to give myself a little more room. Okay? Some teachers would say, you know what? This is the easiest way to do this problem. Yes, it is. I'm going to subtract y from both sides, and I get that x is equal to 15 minus y. That's what x equals. Put it in for x. 4 times 15 minus y plus 3y is equal to 38. 60